Yep, training for the upcoming Youth Cup and also helping out on shore however I can.
Breeze around sort of 7 to 11 knots of wind, and just a really good day for learning for us.
Hi Severin, you've been on Magic today sailing. I believe you are a trimmer on that boat, is that right?
That's correct, I was trimming on the starboard side today.
Who was helming on the starboard side with you?
Harry Melgus was the helm.
So you usually pair up together?
Over the last couple of weeks we've been paired together more than we haven't, yeah. But we occasionally do switching around and make sure that everyone's used to sailing with everyone.
I believe you are one of the youth sailors in the team.
Yeah, that's correct.
So you're all just training to get ready for the next races.
Yep, training for the upcoming Youth Cup and also helping out on shore however I can. Just learning as much as I possibly can every single day. The learning curve has been vertical. It's been awesome, and yeah, just can't wait to keep learning.
Can you tell us a little bit about your background? When did you start sailing? What boats have you sailed?
Yeah, so I've been sailing my entire life. I started out like as a summer camp sailor like most people. And then quickly went into high performance sailing, leaving Optimus, starting with the 29er. Then went into 49ers, did mostly Olympic sailing. Over the past year, it's been a lot of 69F training for the Youth America's Cup selection process. And then in between, I've done a lot of F-18 sailing, some Moth, Wasp, and pretty much any other opportunity I have, I like to say yes to. So I think it's a good opportunity to learn, and cross-training in every kind of boat has always been helpful for me.
So you did the Olympic campaign for Tokyo on 49er?
I never actually did an official campaign. I chose to go to university immediately after high school, where Harry and Finn did a campaign. But I was sailing on the Olympic development team with those guys, and they've been friends and partners and competitors my entire life, so we've always been pushing each other, and yeah, so I hope to possibly do a campaign in the 49er for 2028 after the Youth Cup, if that's still on the horizon. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about today. You were on Magic. Magic came in a bit earlier. Is there a reason for that, or something happened?
The only reason for Magic coming in earlier was our battery, so we're just conserving it. Ran out a little bit more faster than America's today, and sometimes America comes in first, sometimes it's Magic. Yeah.
And rough conditions one day today?
Probably the waviest day that we've had, and in combination with lighter breeze, it definitely provided a challenge, both up and down winds.
So what was the hardest part for you today, trimming?
Hardest part is probably the takeoffs. Yeah, managing the heel with the waves coming across your beam kind of will roll you either a lot to leeward or a lot to windward, so trying to have a consistent heel for takeoff was the most challenging.
The wind was a bit unsteady as well. That made it even worse.
Yeah, that just added to the challenge, but once you're up and foiling, you can typically lock in with the groove, and it was more manageable.
And was it hard to keep the boat on the groove today with this swell?
We experimented with a lot of different settings, but eventually we landed on a combination that felt more stable for us, but it was definitely more of a head out of the boat kind of day than most. So.
Fantastic, thanks for the insight.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We're here with Andy Maloney, trimmer and flight controller on starboard side on Emirates Team New Zealand. Andy, could you please summarize the day for us?
Yeah, another awesome day of learning here in Barcelona. We had the breeze from sort of south-southeast and a big sea state from a bit more to the east. So breeze around sort of 7 to 11 knots of wind, and just a really good day for learning for us.
So today we saw you at the beginning sailing on a straight line, looking like you were trained to get on targets and sail. Then you did some maneuvers, then closer to the end of the day, a couple pre-start exercises. Which was the main goal for today?
Yeah, just a bit of everything, learning about the conditions out there. Early on there was a bit more breeze offshore, so we ended up heading offshore a little bit, and then by the end of the day it had filled nicely down on the racecourse area, so we got to do a few laps at the end.
Talking about the beginning of the day, we noticed that you were sailing with the tension on the front stay pretty loose. Anything in particular you were trying with the boat tuning in these conditions?
Nah, nothing in particular. It's just super dynamic out there with the waves. So.
We noticed also a lot of people going under the deck on the front hatch and on the back hatch during the times you were stopping. Were you adjusting anything during that time?
Just standard system checks out there. Just make sure that nothing's breaking underneath the hatch.
Okay, thank you very much.